Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be going over how to utilize visualization to help shift you to your desired reality. So when it comes to the art of visualization, visualization can be a helpful, great tool, a helpful, great asset to help shift your not only your internal state, but your outer reality as well. Right? So our minds are very powerful. Once we're able to have a healthy state of mind, once we're able to have a highly healthy self-esteem, once we're able to have a great image about ourselves, a positive image about ourselves, and we're able to shift to that frequency to where we want to be and to have a healthy state of mind about ourselves, then visualization can be a helpful, great tool to reprogram one's subconscious mind to help shift them into the desired outcome. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be going over how to utilize visualization to help shift you to your desired reality. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. So when it comes to visualization, the art of visualization is a helpful tool used to reprogram the subconscious mind to help shift you to your desired reality, right? So when you're visualizing yourself, let's say for instance, you visualize yourself, having a good looking body, right? You have this idea that you want to, look a certain way. You want your body to look a certain way. For my females out there, you might want that, you might want that big booty, right? You might want that big booty for the summertime, or you might just want this, this good looking physique to look good for the summer. If you're going on vacation to the beach or something. Visualizing yourself look a certain way, or visualizing yourself being, successful, having a successful business, making a certain amount of money, retiring at an early age, visualizing yourself with a significant other, a significant partner, visualizing yourself, raising up a good-looking family, raising up a prosperous, healthy, well-off family. Right? When you visualize these things, visualizing yourself doing these specific things, looking a certain way, or whatever the case may be, it does something to the subconscious, right? It reprograms the subconscious mind to where you're able to shift your mind towards that thing that you want or towards that thing that you desire. All right? So the subconscious mind deals with our feelings and emotions. This includes our thoughts, words, and actions, right? So the subconscious deals with our feelings, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about the world, how we feel about other people, okay? It also deals with our emotions, our emotional body, our emotional state, right? Our emotional state of mind, okay? So think of the subconscious as the feminine aspect of our mind. So you have the conscious, which deals with the 5 sensory perceptions, our analytical abilities, our decision making, and things of that nature. That deals with the masculine side, the masculine aspect of our mind, which is the left brain. And the right brain deals with the subconscious, which is the feminine aspect of our mind. Okay, so the subconscious doesn't necessarily care about the outcome when we achieve a certain outcome in our lives. Right? The subconscious doesn't necessarily care about the outcome in which a person manifests. It only deals with the emotions. It only deals with the feelings, right? Because we are emotional creatures. We are feeling creatures. We like to feel happy. We like to feel at peace. We like to feel motivated. We like to feel great about ourselves. Right? Because that's the thing that drives us to do a certain action, to partake a certain action, is the feelings, the emotions that we engulf and develop within ourselves. Right? So the subconscious deals with our feelings and emotions. Right? So you have, you might have a certain thought. Let's go back to the physique, right? Having a certain physique, looking a certain way. You have these thoughts in your mind that you want to have this perfect body, that you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy internally, and you want to be healthy on the outside. Because being healthy on the inside manifests on the outside, right? So you have these thoughts of looking a certain way, thoughts of having this, this good looking body and things of that nature. So when you're having these thoughts, that leads to feelings, right? When you see yourself slim, when you see yourself skinny, or when you see yourself, slim thick for the women out there, when you see yourself looking a certain way, when you see yourself, having clear skin, you might have an acne problem. You see yourself having clear skin, clear, flawless skin. When you see yourself looking a certain way, from looking like this certain aspect of yourself, that creates the feelings, right? Because the subconscious deals with our feelings and emotions, right? Once we start to have these certain feelings, that's when we take that action. That's when we take that necessary action to start going to the gym more, to start, doing a face routine, having a certain face routine, to have clear skin, eating healthy, having a balanced diet, eating more fruits and vegetables, right? So you have that mindset to where you want to start taking care of yourself, limit your processed food consumption, limit your junk food consumption and things of that nature. And then once we take the necessary actions, that will lead to the results. That will lead to our desired outcome that we want to achieve in life. Okay? So, conscious thought, having that mental image about yourself, having that mental image about a certain outcome that you want to achieve, having that mental image of something that you want to obtain in life, whatever the case may be, having that conscious thought will lead to action, leading us to taking that action to want to obtain something or wanting to manifest something in our lives. And that leads to the manifestation, all right? So that gives you a good, a glimpse of how visualization works, right? But for most people, it's not that easy, right? When we try to visualize something, or we want to, have something or attain something, it most likely it will not work in our favor, right? We might have low self-esteem about ourselves. We might have, a certain mindset where we're just programmed to, fall back into our old ways. We might have been doing something destructive, or we might have a certain mindset, or we just don't have a positive self-image about ourselves, right? When we try to visualize us doing something, or we try to, perform affirmations in the mirror, or we look at ourselves in the mirror and we don't have that self-esteem, we don't have that positive self-esteem about ourselves, then visualization tends to not work, right? So why is that? How come this method ends up failing for most people? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. In order for you to shift into your desired outcome / reality, you have to already exist in that reality internally. Now, what do I mean by that? You have to already see yourself within that desired outcome. You have to already see yourself looking like a supermodel. You have to already see yourself having a positive outcome in life, having a positive attitude and a positive state of being within your life. You have to already exist in that internally. You have to shift to that higher frequency, because most people who are, let's say you're at a much lower frequency, like I said in the beginning, when you have a negative self-image about yourself, when you have, certain traumas built up inside of you, when you're just not in that mindset, you're just not in that internal state to where you want to be. But you have to shift yourself into that positive frequency. You have to shift yourself into that positive vibration. So once you shift yourself into that positive momentum, when you shift yourself into that positive light about yourself, then that's when visualization, a tool such as visualization, will end up working in your favor, right? Just like in biblical scripture, when Yeshua states that when you believe that you have achieved something, when you believe that you have achieved this certain outcome or this certain manifestation or this desired reality, then that's when it will come. That's when you will have it, right? Once you're in that internal state of being, and you don't need anything. You don't need a certain outcome. When you're just in that state of being to where you already have it. Everything is in your possession. Everything is in your grasp. Everything is in your reach. Right? You're frugal. That's when everything starts to come to you. Right? When you're rich internally, you're not rich because of your bank account. You're rich because of your internal state. You're rich because of your spirit. Right? You're rich because of your universal energy. Right? That's the true definition of being rich. So once you're in that internal state of being, right, then that's when all the money, that's when all the prosperity, that's when all the the business success, that's when all the business partners, the more positive people come into your life. That's when all these things start to come into your life. Once you're able to shift into that higher state of being. Okay? So you need to operate from a state of being. That's the first thing you have to do, is shift into that internal state of being to where you don't need anything. Everything is within you, because everything is within you, right? Everything that you want, everything that you can obtain, everything that you desire is all within you, right? You are abundance. The universe is abundance. God is abundance. Therefore, you are abundance, because you are a microcosmic aspect of the universe as well as God, right? So you are abundance. So being in that state of abundance will lead to taking action. Okay? Taking action is a necessary requirement within this equation to obtain what you desire, right? So that will lead to having what you desire: a nice body, a successful business, a prosperous family, healthy children, a non-toxic relationship, whatever the case may be. That will lead to having what you want to manifest within your reality. All right? So by doing this, you are operating from the mental/spiritual plane, right? So the universe, the ancestors have laid this information to me. We need to start operating from the mental and spiritual plane. Now, most people within this matrix, they operate from taking action, right? Because this is what we were taught. All of us have been taught this, and it's been, passed down from generation to generation to generation, that we need to take action. We need to take action, 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 action. All right? Most people, some people can get away with this. Some people have, taken action, within this world, and they've attained many great riches and success and money and things of that nature. But the easiest way to materialize something into your reality, materialize great success in your life, peace and prosperity, we need to start operating from the mental/spiritual plane, right? So most people, like I said, we operate from taking action. All right, we end up taking action, and then we end up, being, rich, taking action to accumulate a certain amount of money, and then we're able to become rich, and that leads to having a whole bunch of money, all right? Or the other way around, taking action, and then having a certain amount of money, and then becoming rich, right? That's what we've been taught. That's the blueprint that we've all been taught within this matrix. But the universe in the spiritual realm has laid upon me that we need to start operating from the mental/spiritual plane, operating from that state of being, which equates to taking action, right? So because we have this feeling, we have this internal feeling, right? And like I said, the feelings that we uphold within ourselves will lead us to taking a certain action, right? It will motivate us. It will, persuade us. It will push us. It will maneuver us to want to become a part of that alignment that we want to be on that frequency. And that leads to having something, whatever you desire. Okay, so we always have to remember that. So visualization will not work if your mind, soul, and spirit has not shifted to that higher frequency. Your mind has to be there before your body can take the necessary actions to achieve that desired outcome, right? So you have to be in that alignment, like I stated earlier. Your mind has to be there before your body can be there. If you have an unhealthy mind, if you have an unfit mind, and you try to do something, forcefully within your own body, when you try to rely on your own physical strength, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work, right? So you have to already be within that state of mind, right? The mind, the spirit, the soul, whatever you want to call it, it has to already be there. It has to already have that healthy balance and that healthy equilibrium before your body can take the necessary actions. Because our bodies are here to be used as a vehicle, to be used as a vessel to help our internal state, right? Because our bodies are used as vehicles. Our bodies are used as tools to perform the action, to perform the necessary actions to achieve that desired outcome, right? So me, for instance, I visualize myself, being in the best physical shape that I can be. I always visualize myself, being healthy, not only on the outside, because that's secondary to me, but internally, right? Being healthy internally will only, it has no choice but to manifest on the outside. So I always visualize myself being, being as healthy as I can be mentally and physically, staying consistent with my diet, having a healthy diet, eating fruit, eating, salads, eating vegetables, just looking the part, just looking my best and feeling my best. I also visualize myself growing a certain following on YouTube, receiving the silver plaque, receiving the gold plaque for 100,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers. The universe is the limit for me, right? Speaking into existence, by the way. But, I visualize myself doing these certain things and achieving these certain things because I want to, help as many people as I can, right? I don't do this for me. This is bigger than me. I do this for God. I do this for the universe. I do this to help shift the paradigm, to help shift the planet to, raise the overall conscious level of the planet, to raise human beings up to a high level of civilization, right? This knowledge, we tend to think that, human evolution started from primates all the way up to who we are today. But that's not necessarily the case, right? This knowledge that all of us, spiritual teachers and, soon to become ascended masters, this knowledge that we are teaching has been lost for millennia, right? We're just now scratching the surface of what the ancients were teaching back 100,000 plus years ago, right? So we're able to teach this knowledge and we're able to regurgitate this knowledge, and hopefully you're able to utilize this for your greater being and for your greater good, to help bring civilization up, to help bring people back up to a higher state of consciousness, to a higher state of being, right? So this is why I'm relaying this message, relaying these teachings, to help you all become the best version of yourselves, right? So there's a quote that goes well with this teaching, that goes well with this video. The person that says they can and the person that says they can't are both right. So when you have a negative self-esteem about yourself, when you have a negative self-perception about yourself, and you're saying that, oh, I can't get that girl that I want, I can't get that girl that I want to talk to, or I can't achieve this job, I can't have this certain job, I'm not qualified for this job, I'm not qualified for this position, or I'm not, good looking, I'm ugly, and this, that, and the third, then you're right. If you tell these things and you program this into your subconscious, then you're right, right? But if you're a person that says that I can achieve this certain level of success, I can operate my own business, I will become a successful entrepreneur, I can, win that girl over or win that dude over. I can have a successful family. I can raise successful children, right? I can achieve this job interview and I will have this job, right? Then you're right, right? A person that says they can and a person that says they can't are both right, right? We all have to remember, we all have to, you know, internalize this into our being, right? When you say you can't do something, then you're right. And you say you can do something, then you're right as well. Okay? So, quick note. Don't put your desired reality on a pedestal. This creates resistance between you and your manifestation. Just enjoy the ride and let God take care of the rest. Right? Because when we put our manifestations, we put our desired reality or desired outcome on a pedestal, then that creates resistance between you and your desired outcome, your desired reality, something that you want to materialize into your reality, into your life, right? So don't, dread the moment. Don't, constantly think about, constantly visualize something that you want to where it just becomes unhealthy, right? When we, in competition, when we feel like we're in competition with other people, when we, want to just rush the moment, rush time, then that only creates resistance. That only creates a barrier between you and your desired outcome. So just enjoy the ride, enjoy life, live in the present moment, and let God, let the universe take care of the rest, right? Because God knows what's best for you. The universe is always with you. The universe always knows what's best for you. And, there's certain decisions and actions and routes and maneuvers that you are taking through life. God knows, and God is always there to help you make certain decisions to help reach you, to help guide you towards that manifestation, towards that desired life, that peace, that prosperity, that peaceful mind, a peaceful mindset, whatever the case may be. God knows what's best for you, and God is able to take care of the rest. Because our minds cannot conceptualize how, certain decisions that we make, certain outcomes that we partake ourselves in. Our human minds are very limited. They can't conceptualize everything that the universe orchestrates. So just let God take care of the rest, and that'll alleviate all the stress and all the worries and all the anxieties that you may be going through in your life. All right. So there you have it, guys. This is how to utilize visualization to your benefit. Hopefully this helps you out. Always have a positive self-image about yourself. Direct your attention, towards more positive things that you want to accumulate in your life, right? When you're meditating, another great tool that you can utilize is visualization meditation, right? When you're meditating and you want to, have something to think about, if you don't want to have an empty mind all the time, you want to have something to think about. When you're meditating, visualize yourself, doing a certain thing or having a certain thing or looking a certain way. Actually, take the time to visualize something while you're meditating. Visualize that certain outcome, that decision, or, just anything that you want. Actually visualize yourself doing that while you're meditating. And the universe has no choice but to materialize and to manifest whatever it is you want. Because our minds are that powerful, right? The all is mind and the universe is mental. All right? So till next time. And always remember, all power resides from within. And always keep the faith, because God in the universe is always working for you. Take care, guys. God bless.